Drift here, and since we've been quarantined, all we've been doing is working on the car. Over the past 2 weeks, I've redone the full interior, upgraded it, and here's what we did. Before we get started, shout out Nick, Spark Speed Shop, and all the guys there, cheapdriftcars.com, go check them out. It took about a week to scrape all the sound deadening out. About 4 days, 3 hours a day, heat gun and scraping. I had a heat gun at the house, so I wasn't going to go out and get dry ice. I thought this was going to be the cheapest method, and it sucked. It was really hot, but I got all the stuff out, you know? We did it twice. I ran the heat gun and scraped everything twice, and then I used brake cleaner and a rag to scrape as well. And we did that twice, and there's still some tar on there, but it's so much more cleaner than it was. So there were a couple little surface rust spots inside the cab, sanded those down, used an angle grinder and also a drill with a wire wheel head on it. We were able to get those out. Then I did a light clear coat spray over everything just to make sure none of that rust comes back. Eventually, when I do a roll cage, we'll need to get the remaining residue off, and then maybe we'll paint it and do all that. But for now, I'm really happy with how it came out. So we removed all the seatbelts since we have our new harnesses, and those front two seatbelts are driven by a motor. They were those old school 90s seatbelts that open the door and close the door, and they move like that. Those motors weighed about 5 pounds each. With the sound deadening removal and removing those, we got quite a bit of weight out of the car, which was real nice. We had the rear seats removed, so I had some fabric vinyl paint, and I sprayed those over. They look so much better than the old crusty gray that they were, and they match our new bucket seats. Then our harness bar, it was just a stainless steel harness bar from eBay, 49-inch. Where the harness bar goes, there are little plastic panels that go there. I used a jigsaw, cut out a semicircle to get it perfect to fit, but I was able to put those back, and now the harness bar looks like it was meant to be there, and the side panels look like they're meant to be that way. It looks so great. So our bottom seat brackets we got from eBay. They were $100 for the pair. They're basically your knockoff of the NRG seat brackets. I did have to hammer one of the pegs in a little bit to be able to line up with the bolts. I was having trouble finding 240 specific bolts, eye bolts, to fit into where the seat belts go to put the harnesses on. I finally found the pattern size, and it was the same as this brand called Dragonfire, which only made them for Can-Am Mavericks. I found a site that said they were the same exact size, so I was able to get these. Then we have our Race Quip 5-point harness. I went with this. It was the latch and link system. The cam lock is cool. I just thought this might last a little longer, and it was a little cheaper. And then we have our NRG bucket seats. Using these seat brackets and these bucket seats, I didn't use a rail to move it back and forward. It's made and bolted in for my specific height. So in doing that, I had to take it out, adjust it, put it back in, take it out, adjust it, put it back in, until I felt right in the most comfortable zone. So we have our brake booster, our brake master cylinder, stainless steel braid lines, and wheel bearing, outer tie rods, and the steering boot covers. We're going to get that all done at once, and then we should be track ready for when the track is ready for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate everybody, and please stay safe. Drip and Drift, we out this bitch.